All right, welcome back everybody to YouTube channel BTCTV, and we continue to do videos about what is going on in the crypto industry. Particularly, as you know, we are making interesting interview with the projects on the market, and today I'm happy to present you interesting project with the name is ArtPro. And in front of me, as you can see, CEO of this project, his name is Oliver. Oliver, how are you doing?
Hi Maxim, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Thanks for coming to the show. And let's start. And firstly, can you please make a little bit introduction about yourself, about your project, and why you are doing it?
For sure. Firstly, thank you for having us here. So my name's Oliver Hams. I'm the CEO and co-founder of ArtPro platform. My background lies in alternative investments with a primary focus over the last 7 years on fine art. I currently manage a portfolio of sort of high net worth investors, predominantly here in London, but we do have and I buy and sell art for them. The issues that I've encountered in the art world on my journey are the likes of lack of provenance, and 30% of all works that are sold in the marketplace are fakes. When you're talking about a market that's worth $70 billion, it's a huge amount of forgeries that are circulating annually. The idea for the ArtPro platform initially started out as a registry, blockchain being a perfect fit, a perfect use case for things such as supply chain, for provenance. And that was the initial concept, to take works of art, store the certificates of authenticity onto the blockchain and be able to track the journey of a piece of art. We then started to look at areas of the market that struggle with growth, and it was very apparent to us that the online art market is struggling. It represents about 6% of the art market in its entirety, which if we look at comparables, retail, for instance, it's like 35%. So it's relatively small. But there are barriers to growth in the online market, and those are things such as a lack of trust, a lack of transparency in the marketplace, a lack of education, of the piece of art we're buying. So we evolved the idea into the ArtPro platform, which is essentially a peer-to-peer marketplace that connects artists with dealers, collectors, galleries, and so on, and provides fully verifiable art to people who are looking to buy.
Okay, interesting. I knew that market is big one with art industry, but I never had such information that, as you say, 30% of all arts are fake one on the market. That's impressive one. So, okay, that sounds interesting to use blockchain for this idea. And as you know, we are asking all the time regarding team, because without team you cannot do anything. And can you please give us leak information regarding your team, about who they are and why you think that you can create this project all together?
Absolutely. So the core team, firstly, starts with myself, and as I said, my background is in art. So I have a network of artists and galleries and investors who I have been working with for quite some time now. So I have industry knowledge. Firstly, I have an understanding of what the art world is struggling with, what the art world is lacking. And I feel that having those contacts in the marketplace and having an understanding of art will help us in that direction. My COO, Ashley Ulysses, is a very experienced business development manager. Her job, or her background, I should say, is in assisting startup companies in utilizing the tools that they have to do as best as possible. Our lead developer is Jerry Chai, who's based over in San Francisco. Jerry is very well seasoned in building sort of smart contracts and tokens and that sort of thing for many ICO projects, many startups, but also post fundraising as well. And with he's quite well seasoned in security of smart contracts, and our platform heavily relying on smart contracts for transactional purposes. it was really exciting for us to bring him on board as sort of the lead developer working building that element of the platform. We also have a front-end developer, Alexi, who is working in building on the design of the platform alongside we have a UI UX designer, Nick Vyhosky. It's essential that we wanted them to as well as obviously having the technology in place to on the back end side of things with the blockchains, the smart contracts and our wallets and so on. It's important for us to ensure that the front end, the user experience is an enjoyable one and one that high conversion rate of people who are aimlessly browsing the internet for art to actually going through and purchasing. So there's been a heavy focus on that. We also have obviously marketing teams who we're working with. Nikhil Sethi is our head of marketing. He's worked with a number of notable ICOs. I think their combined raises exceed 100 million. So he's spearheading the marketing side of things for us. A great team of advisors with us. We have Boris, a ton of specialists. He's really working with us to ensure that we get that side of things right. We also have Sanam Abdul, who is very, very highly regarded in the augmented reality space. Recently been nominated as one of the second most influential people in augmented reality. That side, because we have an app that we're working on that will allow art buyers to view art in situ on their walls before committing to purchase. We have Mara, who is we have Jose Macedo, who is sort of a business advisor, who's helping us get everything ready on that side of things. And most importantly, we're working now with over 70 artists who are all partners.
Actually, this is what I wanted to ask with the second question, right? We got in that because I see, first of all, what you said about the team and how you say about them. I see you care about all particular member. You remember all members. So in my opinion, team is really great one. And yes, if you watch website of ArtPro, you can see that there are already some kind of partners, some others partners. Can you tell us about those names and about those partners?
Absolutely. It was paramount for us. Essentially we're building a marketplace, and there's always an issue with the market. It's a challenge to build a marketplace, whether it be on blockchain or off blockchain. And it was important for us to ensure that we have artists in place. So we're now partnered with over 70 artists. There's a couple of galleries in there as well. And those artists are artists that are committed at launch to sell their works. So we have available works that will be readily available on the platform. But they're also helping us design it from a front-end perspective, because it's important that it's a community-led business for us, and we want to ensure that the artists have an in on how the website should look and how their works should be, displayed within the website. I mean, if you look at some of the market leaders now in the market space, there are some demographics that you can set. You can set your search criteria, and it will still throw up thousands and thousands of options for art, and it becomes a tedious and monotonous experience browsing art online. So it was important for us that we have artists on board with us who, number one, completely understand what we're trying to achieve and, fully sort of support the idea and understand why it benefits them. Also, that's important for us, but also helping us build out the platform to really the main focus on, pushing sort of the partnership side of things with artists.
Okay, cool. Thanks for this information. So what I see is pretty impressive one, in my opinion, good team, nice partners. Now, tell us about, because you are using blockchain and you are going to create this like ICO. So can you tell us about token distribution regarding what is at this moment soft cap, what is hard cap, and where are you at
Absolutely.
This moment you are standing?
So to give you a bit of information, sort of the very basic details are there will be 500 million coins, of which 50% will be offered for public offering. Soft cap is at 5 million with a hard cap of 20 million. We're currently in our private sale, which is now open and to be registered I think what's important in regards to sort of our token sale is two elements. Firstly, the company itself is now a Maltese entity. We're submitting our paperwork to the MFSA, so we're in our transitionary period to be regulated in 3 months, which for us was for a crowd sale. We're trying to work in and transform a market that struggled with regulation and transparency. And for us, you know, we lead from the front, put our best foot forward, and we have that regulation in place. It is a strict utility token, the APT token, and what we've sort of strategies to ensure token velocity within our ecosystem, to ensure that they retain value. And those two sort of methods that we're adopting are firstly, a percentage of all tokens received by us as a platform will be burned. So there will be a number of reducing tokens in circulation. And the second one, we're employing a staking mechanism where we will see and is locking up a number of tokens in a staking mechanism. The benefit for the artist is that they will get things such as prominent listings within websites and so on. And the benefit for token holders is that you're ensuring token velocity to ensure that you're maintaining the price of your tokens. And that's key on utility token.
Okay, thanks. Well, basically that's it for today. I don't have any more questions, but before we finish, I would like to ask you, can we make a small challenge with our subscriber that they can start asking interesting questions about your project? And for example, during the next couple of weeks, you will select 3 winners, which will get 1 Ethereum in your tokens, and you will select answer to them, and you award them your tokens.
Yes, of course.
Do you agree to that? Excellent, Oliver. I know that you are super busy right now with your project. Thanks for coming, for staying with us, and I wish that you will close your hard cap as soon as possible. Meanwhile, thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.